Okay, let's just dive right into this. Welcome to today's Micro Explainer, where we're breaking down what is budgeting, a beginner's guide. We're going to completely reframe how you look at your financial foundation today. Because let's be real, so many of us go through life making the exact same financial missteps simply because we haven't been taught how to build that crucial groundwork. If you're someone who regularly feels like your money just kind of mysteriously vanishes by the end of the month, yeah, you're likely falling into a few incredibly common traps. First up, not tracking your daily spending. It's those tiny, routine purchases that just quietly drain your accounts, right? Without tracking them, you're literally flying blind. And hey, that actually leads directly into the second major pitfall, which is the utter lack of a clear financial plan. Without a solid destination in mind, every dollar you earn just wanders off without any purpose. It's wild. And the third mistake? Setting completely unrealistic goals. We've all been there. We get intensely motivated, we decide we're going to suddenly save like 60% of our income, and then when we inevitably slip up on day 3, we just abandon the whole shebang entirely. The goal of the material we're diving into today is to stop those frustrating cycles dead in their tracks.
So what is budgeting? To fix all this, we really have to ask ourselves fundamentally, what is it really? Well, I can tell you it's definitely not a restriction. Actually, scratch that. That's mistake number 4 right there, treating a budget like a strict punishing financial diet. A budget isn't a cage to lock up your fun. It's actually a tool for freedom. It's simply the act of telling your money where to go instead of constantly wondering where it went. And honestly, once you shift that mindset, you can tackle mistake number 5, which is one that catches almost everyone off guard, ignoring irregular expenses. Think about it. We meticulously plan for rent and groceries, sure, but we completely forget about the car registration, or holiday gifts, or those sneaky annual subscriptions. A true budget smooths those out by planning for them in advance. Which brings us to mistake number 6, failing to build an emergency fund. Look, when you live without a safety net, a single flat tire or, an unexpected medical bill suddenly becomes a major crisis that derails your entire month. Budgeting, at its absolute core, is the process of building that financial shock absorber so you can actually navigate life's inevitable surprises without any of the panic.
A beginner's guide. And this brings us to the final hurdle, mistake number 7, overcomplicating the entire process. Listen, you absolutely do not need an economics degree or some massive, terrifying spreadsheet with complex algorithms to master your personal finances. Embracing a beginner's guide approach is incredibly powerful specifically because it strips away all that intimidation. To actually fix these 7 mistakes, you really just need to follow a few straightforward, actionable steps. First off, calculate your actual take-home income. That's the exact amount that hits your bank account after taxes. Second, list out your essential fixed expenses, followed by your variable spending. Third, build in a buffer for those irregular expenses we talked about and commit to a realistic automatic contribution to an emergency fund. And finally, just track it consistently, but keep it simple. Use a basic app or even just depend on a notebook. When you clear away all the complexity and just focus on these basics, you transition from total financial confusion to absolute clarity. Building a strong financial foundation isn't about being perfect, it's just about having direction. So if taking just 20 minutes a week to deliberately direct your money could literally secure your future freedom, what's stopping you from taking that first beginner step today?